Welcome to The Hypnotist, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. Brought to you by the hypnotherapist demanded by celebrities, CEOs, and even royalty, Adam Cox. These recordings took place live from Adam's clinic in London's world-famous Harley Street. This podcast features powerful hypnosis, so do not listen while driving or operating machinery. This recording is not suitable for those with epilepsy or severe mental health issues. So, get yourself comfortable and enjoy today's episode of The Hypnotist.
Hi, it's Adam here, and in this episode of The Hypnotist, you're going to be listening to a hypnosis session designed to empower the very resources to accomplish an incredibly challenging goal. It was created for a client that had overcome health issues that they described as like hell for them. So you're going to hear that reference in the hypnosis session. And this goal was way beyond their comfort zone. And using a mountain as a symbol for a challenging goal, I think is quite a useful symbol, because the average person can't simply climb a mountain. It requires an element of perseverance, strategy, confidence, and a willingness to fail, but keep on focusing. Also, the reason that a mountain is a good symbol for success is that it's obvious when you've achieved it. It is climbing the summit. It is reaching the pinnacle. So you're going to hear lots of things included in this hypnosis session. It's very metaphorical and lots of symbolism. And although the original client had the goal of not just publishing a book, but publishing a book in a way that would impact the world and be read by millions of people and create this huge legacy that would have an impact on parenting, this actual session could be used for any challenging goal. So if you're listening to this, I would encourage you to, in order to make the most of the session, to think of what would climbing the Everest of your life represent for you, and hold that thought. You know, it might be getting to a certain level in your career. It might be going to a particular place or accomplishing a really challenging goal. Whatever it is for you, hold on to a single thought that represents Everest in this particular goal. And the reason it's a single thought is that if you hold the idea of 3 different goals simultaneously, it's possible to climb 3 different mountains, but not at the same time. You can only climb one mountain at a time. So this uses Mount Everest as a symbol for a challenging goal. So think of a particular goal that would be extremely challenging, way beyond your comfort zone, no guarantee of success. And when you hear the suggestions, hold that thought in your mind as to what it would be like to make progress and to accomplish that particular goal. So find a quiet, comfortable place where you won't be disturbed, relax, and enjoy the session. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation. And as you exhale, just allow any feelings of stress, worry, or tension to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. As you breathe in deeper and slower, feel more of that resourceful feeling going in. And as you exhale, allow that breath to be a deep, long outward breath. The slower and deeper you breathe, the deeper relaxed you become. That's it. And I want you to visualize the aura that you would like to have. Imagine it in its current color, the perimeter, the intensity of the energy, and notice that as you focus on the resources that you're breathing in, you can influence the color of that aura. I want you to imagine brightly colored mason jars filled with glowing colors of emotions. And whatever resource you need most, imagine breathing it in, and then somehow it infuses with your aura to update the color. Maybe there are certain emotional resources that would be beneficial for you right now. Maybe it's more joy, more creativity, more inspiration. Maybe it's determination. Maybe a feeling of resilience, deep belief, or unshakable tenacity. Whatever jars of emotions need to be opened, imagine that you are releasing the emotions. Imagine breathing them in, filling your body with that emotional resource, and then picture your aura reflecting the emotional resources you're consuming, enabling you to feel the frequency of the molecules in your very body are resonating at a new frequency. And I want you to think of a word that best represents this new frequency. Continue to breathe in those colors and breathe out whatever your body doesn't need. As you feel you embody this quality, this word, and as you breathe in and breathe out, your body relaxes. The deeper relaxed you become, the more your imagination awakens. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine that you have just left in the recent past what your mind would equate with hell. Maybe you could imagine the heat, the intensity, but get a deep conviction that it's in your past. And that going through that difficult period, perhaps of pain, perhaps misery, has made you stronger, made you more grateful, made you even more determined to do something that will have a legacy on the world. Imagine what you've left is beneath you, and imagine you are climbing a mountain, but not just any mountain. Imagine you are climbing Mount Everest. Feel that you're wearing whatever clothing is suitable, or perhaps feel that the aura surrounding you keeps you safe from the cold. As you continue to walk and walk, allowing the mountain to represent whatever challenge that you need to overcome, that you will conquer this mountain. And all mountains don't have a single route. There may be easier pathways and more difficult pathways, but I want you to feel, acknowledge, and accept with deep conviction that you will carve your own pathway to the very top of this mountain. You don't need to take a path of least resistance. You don't need to take the path even less traveled. You can carve your own path, knowing that whatever gets in your way will suddenly no longer be there as you carve your way through. Feel a sense of progress as you continue to climb this mountain, allowing thoughts to resonate with your mind. As you could imagine, any thoughts that align with your mission and goals become like seeds planted in your deep subconscious mind. But equally, anything that doesn't quite resonate, just allow it to be disregarded. Almost like a seed that falls from a tree that doesn't quite find the soil to take root. As you feel yourself walking up that mountain, notice how your aura radiates joy and wisdom, touching all who encounter it. Feel that you can access a state of flow, where you effortlessly flow through particularly creative processes, almost like a rocket in orbit, free from resistance. Imagine this mountain also represents everything that you are capable of. And imagine somewhere buried in this mountain is some form of treasure that represents a resource that, once discovered, elevates and accentuates everything within your life. Perhaps this treasure is buried deep in a cave on the side of Mount Everest. But just like that skilled archaeologist, you know the clues to look for and how to find it where other people wouldn't even notice. And perhaps you could imagine that one form of treasure found in that hidden cave is a book, but a book that reminds you of an unpolished diamond. That the same thing in one context almost seems worthless, but presented in the right way can be the most valuable thing imaginable. And I want you to create an image in your mind, scribbled notes in a room or of limited value, but a book in the hands of a mother influencing decisions and choices she makes with a child is priceless. As you breathe in and breathe out, feel you have the ability to be the alchemist, to turn the lead into gold, the concept of a book into a tool, a vehicle that impacts the world. Feel that you victoriously emerged from the adversity of hell and now are ascending your Everest with strength. That your neural pathways are fully engaged, optimizing your brain's potential for success. As you imagine climbing that, just imagine mothers all around the world being impacted, inspired by the words in your book. That your energy is a healing force, offering support, care, inspiration, wisdom through your words. That each word you write comes from a place of pure intention to help, heal, and inspire. Your journey is marked by milestones of progress. Just like climbing a mountain, every now and then there is a difficult challenge, maybe a rock face, something that looks impossible to get over, and yet feel that where there is a will, there is a way. And I wonder, what are the impossible barriers stopping you impacting the world in the way you would like to? And feel that those powerful neural pathways are seeking to solve that problem with inspired ideas. Your creative flow is unbounded, and you possess everything you need to harness the full potential of your inner resources. Imagine being just meters or minutes from the pinnacle, from the summit of your Everest. And from that elevation, see what it took to get you here. Sometimes things only make sense when you look backwards. So imagine you've already accomplished the thing you desire most, as sometimes the path becomes clearer when you act as if it's already been achieved. Your brain's potential is unleashed, driving you towards your goal with precision and passion. From the initial inception, the idea, to impacting children and mothers all around the world, feel that it is a global impact, a testament to your dedication and determination and tenacity. Feel the aura can flow between different colors. When you need determination, you have it. When you need inspiration, you have it. When you need gratitude, or when you need to dig deep into that endless well of resolve and resilience, feel the aura ebbs and flows with whatever resource you need most. Feel that you can tap into deep wells of creativity, finding the treasure within each challenge. I want you to imagine you are leaving a legacy, something that will live on way beyond your life. I want you to get a sense that 50 years from now, 100 years from now, what you do now can echo through centuries beyond your physical existence. It's time to go down Everest, but I want you to access that playful part and imagine you are a child with a sledge, and just imagine sliding all the way from the top of Everest all the way down back to what you would consider a normal altitude. And as you slide down, feel the thrill that you've done the hard work, and now is the fun part, to slide all the way down Everest, right back to reality, right back into your physical body, right here, right now, as you listen to my words. Breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, fully connecting with the present moment. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. You will awaken feeling inspired, motivated, feeling that you have uncovered the very treasures, the resources, the emotions needed to enable you to reach the summit of whatever is your Everest. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.
Thank you for listening to The Hypnotist with Adam Cox, the show that gives you inside access to cutting-edge hypnosis with real clients facing genuine issues. To automatically receive the latest episodes, please subscribe. If you'd like to support the show, please share this episode with just one friend you think it could help. And if this episode helped you, please leave us a 5-star review.